I wanted to do a look at the euro dollar against the yen, against the dollar in a triangle, in like a circle, because you don't really have a straight out dollar you're trading against everything. So this is like a, a tripod of currency. And I have the euro on the left, euro to the yen, dollar to the yen. So you could arrange these in any way you'd want, but what I did here was I wrote a bunch of smooth candles and I just thrown them on randomly just to make a pretty looking kind of filter. And then I have close price on top. So my moving average is the current movement. No slowing down of that, but I've slowed down all the bullish and bearish bars are just totally filtered. And it's just amazing how this is punished. But there's kind of this, I guess if you wanted to say these guys are inverted. Now the other thing you could do, and these again are 100 pip, so I have 500 pips above and below current price. Another way to switch the aspect ratio, this is to just go to where you put all the windows in a horizontal mode. Of course, it's going to be a little bit messy here, so I don't really have a deep monitor. But then you can get the landscape here, view of what's been going on in the monthly. I guess you'd call them trends at this point. This filter here, as soon as this turns this color, of course, you're only trading it from the long side. So you would be on the monthly churning away the markets. I'm trying to get these queued up here. I turn the scale off so everything's all squirrely, but trying to get a feel of what is really, in other words, there's some correlate. There's somebody's leading the pack on this situation. And another nice thing is if you do set a grid to a specific thing, it becomes a nice reference back. This just becomes a nice horizontal. So it looks like we're about to poke through possibly the top of this, and see if I can zoom out. If the yen, of course, this may take a little time, but if we take out this, then they're going to print more money than anybody, right? They're going to come all the way back up to here on the yen, 144. And of course, the monthly channel. Of course, this is all, it'll take forever to unfold, but eventually they keep printing money. Of course, who knew this was going to take, look at this laborious, let's see, there's the rollover. We just zoom in one level. Here's a rollover point. Same thing happens on a 5-minute chart. Just you got your whole lifetime to get into these trades. Same pattern. Top, kind of a top. I guess you can run a. See, now this thing, it's worth to drill down. I mean, in monthly, of course, this was your 1 month entry here. Perfect top, become a bottom right there. Dead on. Well, that's about the best setup in the world there. And then this massive triangle forming. You can always draw the trend line break there. Turns that color. The fact that it's a narrow range is another reason to get in. And when this like poke up into here, Let me see that. That's a big. Any striped guys? Any? This is like a doji inverted hammer. You've taken out all the non-qualifying candles at this point, I think. So it's a real. Of course, in the end, unless you're planning on living for the next how many years, right? How many setups do you get like this, right? Where here's the second touch on the trend line. So this would be your trend channel here. Get a nice perfect touch here in the end of the month. So now we're crawling back out, and are we going to get to here? And this is going to be the big rejection point. I don't know. Who cares, really? I guess I'm living on a 1 hour chart, which is a whole different situation. It really doesn't matter, I guess. But go to the 4 hour chart. That looks like a pretty boring range trade to me. Just up and down, up and down, up and down. And here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks back. 9. We're just stuck in this malaise, this doldrums. Of course, from the pivot entry standpoint, you don't just have a lot of trades here. This bottom here became a top. Plus, it's the stop hunt. Let's get the stop hunt working for you there. So get that window, and then you go down. This double top here is important. Correlates over here. Of course, here's the big stop hunt. But a lot of these stop hunts, target is usually a triangle or a wedge. I think everybody could see this on the 4 hour. This bottom. Big ripe zone for spikeage. And the poor slob that put his stop down here, just below there. Ouch. And then it goes ramming up to just kind of humiliate the guy that put his stop here. And then it just goes, he was long. He wrote it up to here. Okay, maybe got a little greedy because this triangle started to form here on the yen. And, of course, the robot's getting his ass kicked trying to say, this color is a trend buy and that color is a sell. And so you have to take it with, in other words, when this thing just goes into pure blue, you have to jump on the 1 hour train here. But I'm not going to do the cross analysis. Here you go. Just go to that. Just drop down to whatever color you can afford to get in on. 5 minute works for me. I'm not too into riding 1,000 pips. Doesn't seem to make sense. Here's the 5 minute entry. Here's the bottom. Comes double top. Sell at the market, or I guess if you want to trade confirmation and get that terrible fill, or just put a cluster pack out there. I say just spatter this thing right in this zone. Don't be too precise about anything in trading. Just make sure it's a tight stop. You would have never got filled if you had your sell limit on this internal low, which became this beautiful top here. It's a 5 minute world. Who lives? This is plenty of time. I'm already dying of impatience here on this. Even this thing. Look, here's your double bottom buy right there. You have 5 minutes to pull the trigger. Not the best trade in the world. This was coming into the close of the whole session there, but anyways, I just wanted to do the monthly thing. Yeah, it looks like let's stay in the monthly here for this, just the end of this thing. But yeah, it's the same story. It's just so boring, Sometimes it's just so boring trading that just because the market, I kind of want to see this unfold right now in the monthly. I want to see this just go up and just see the shock and awe of this thing trading at some ungodly number. I mean, I just don't understand why people are so over the top. Everything's got to be to the nth degree. But this is an incredible setup here. The top becomes a bottom, explodes, does a whole nice, beautiful, balanced move there. I don't know. Go look at this line here. I guess this was the fake out breakout that didn't quite work out. But when we finally broke this one, I guess you could hang it off of this and do the, it's kind of doing this, finally changing its, this was the big deal here. This price correlating to this double bottom, breaks out, becomes resistance there. Because to be fair, you gotta copy that out. Catch the true, this bottom became a top here on the 1 hour. Down, another leg projected there. This channel's starting to fail. Here's your first chance to draw a channel. And you can just pitchfork that without having to break out the pitchfork. It's a squirrely tool inside a MetaTrader, not really the best situation. Never did like it. So yeah, there's like the index this way, and then you have to take this guy and do the same. Be fair to the bulls there. And then you have to drag these guys out in time. It's your current rollover. Then here's your projected. We're about right there. The story. Oh boy. Yeah, well that's the monthly, for God's sake. That is going to take forever. Let's take a look at this guy and just do some quick and dirty analysis here. Oh, it's not going to behave. It's the only problem is fixing those scales. Okay, here's Euro Yen. This shouldn't be anything difficult. Surely you can find 3 tops. Here's 3 tops. Drag that over. Create a window. This isn't... this is at a wrong spot. We have to go up here to be fair. And then this is your new index. Right here. You might as well pick the slope that you're seeing instead of now you have to find the bull index. Sometimes it's tricky here. Let's see. Let's find a real. Here's a double bottom. And here's the top of the channel. Kind of a diamond. Let's make that a little bit bigger. Okay, now let's copy that dynamic to here. Get the double bottom. Another time. Get the double bottom. I mean, it's not dead on, but okay, now we're going to fail this next projection. We're never going to make it into this diamond here. So next trade is got to be come up into the, of course this is monthly chart, right? I mean, you're dying here, but look at this little triangle here before the explosion there. That's an echo of what's happened on the on this chart here. So this was the wait, I zoomed in too far. Oops. Well, there it is right there.